In 1948, that was when Gurudev had that great Samadhi. After that experience that started in the evening, he called some of us mentally. I was in the office at the time, and suddenly I had the feeling I had to go to Master's room. I just stopped what I was doing and went up to Guruji's room, and the door was open. He motioned to come in. And one by one, different of the disciples were called, mentally almost. I think most of us were. We sat on the floor. He said to us, "I don't know what is happening to me. Divine Mother is calling me within. I don't know if she's going to take me from this body." And so he sat on his chair, and then he went deep into this state of Samadhi, and that lasted all night. I have often likened it to chapter 11 of the Bhagavad Gita, Guruji called the Vision of Visions, in which Arjuna received, through the blessing of Krishna, a vision of the universal form, the many-sided aspects of God. That one consciousness evolved into all of the forces that brought forth creation. Well, this was very much akin to the Samadhi that Gurudev had in 1948.
Arjun saw the multifarious, marvelous presence of the deity, infinite in forms, shining in every direction of space, omnipotence, all-pervading. Anekavakrananam anekabhutadarshanam anekadivyabaranam divyanekodhyatayudam divyamalyambaradaram divyagandhanulepanam sarvascharyamayam devam anantavishvatomukham. If 1,000 suns appeared simultaneously in the sky, their light might dimly resemble the splendor of that omnific being.
He talked to Divine Mother, just an unending flow of conversation all night long. But he said to us afterward, and we saw during that Samadhi, she used his voice to respond. So we were hearing the two-way conversation. When Master would speak, it was his voice. When Divine Mother spoke, it was a different tone of voice. So this went on all night until about 9, 10 o'clock the next morning. God, as the universal mother, Divine Mother, who has both a dreadful aspect, meaning law, and so in the same time there is the mother aspect. So these two aspects of the Divine Mother, Guruji experienced in that Samadhi.
Amihi tvam surasamgha vishanti kechid bhitah pranajalayo grunanti swastityavuktva maharshi siddhasamgah stuvanti tvam stutibhiha pushkalabhiha.
He began to come out of that state. I remember thinking, is my Guru always now going to be in this state? I would be in awe to ever approach him in the same way. And as if in reading the thoughts of probably many of us, those of us who were there, he looked around at each of us and he said, I will always be in this state now, but no one will know. In other words, he pulled that mantle again around that infinite consciousness. And he became again our beloved Guru, our divine father, mother, friend.
Namo namastestu sahasrakrutvaha punascha bhuyopi namo namaste namaha purustadatha पृष्ठतस्ते नमोस्तुते सर्वतो एव सर्वम्.
But it was shortly after that he said, I have to give time now to my writings. Divine Mother, she didn't take me, in other words. I still have some work to do. He knew that God was calling him to greater seclusion. So in his little desert retreat, when he could tear himself away from Encinitas, Mount Washington,
he said, remember this when I'm gone. Only love can take my place. Whoever thinks me near, said he, to him I will always be near.